Hey guys, we've got the all-new HTC One or M8 in-house today, and yep, this was announced yesterday and it was actually available to buy in some countries on the same day. I've managed to pick mine up today, so you've got to give it to HTC there. They managed to announce it and release it in pretty much the same day. You can see the dual cameras right there. The box is a pretty standard smartphone box, not really much to it. On the back of the box you do have the specifications, so the Snapdragon 801 at 2.3 GHz, quad-core CPU, 16 GB, 2 GB of RAM, all that stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and unbox this bitch. Okay, so while we get into this, let me just tell you why I picked the 16 GB variant. Basically, HTC have now included a micro SD card slot, which I didn't actually think they'd do, so props to them there. But essentially that means you can get the cheapest model, the base model, and you can just expand it using micro SD storage all the way up to 128 GB. So that's really impressive here. That's a really nice thing to have, obviously, but let's go ahead and open this up. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. And there it is. Obviously we still have boom sound. I don't actually think it has beats anymore. Somebody will have to confirm that for me, but I don't think we do. Let's get this out of here. There it is. So you can see I have pretty small hands, and it's kind of a long phone, at least for me. It's not much wider than I believe the original, but for me, having quite small hands, it's going to be quite difficult for me to actually reach the top comfortably. You can see that if I try to pull down that status bar, it's going to be a little bit difficult. There's the dual cameras. Let's go ahead and take this weird wrapping thing off right here. Don't tell me how to put the SIM card in, I know. Not very elegant at this, but there you go. There it is, a very sexy device, and I do think it's sexier than the original. It looks actually pretty similar to the original, but basically they don't have the polycarbonate on the sides anymore. They've actually brought the metal all the way around there, so it does feel more premium than the other version. You can see a nice big screen on the front there. Still got your front-facing boom sound speakers, so it's going to sound excellent. Apparently they're 25% louder than the original HTC One as well. The two-tone flash. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the box. I know this doesn't interest many people, but it does interest some people. So, yeah, let's do it. We go with this. What is this? This is, okay, I didn't know they were going to include this. It's basically, I guess, a back case, just so you can protect it a little bit right there. You can see how that's going to fit. Not going to put that on because this is just too sexy to put a case on it, but there you go. It does include that if you want to protect it a little bit more. It's a nice little touch there. In here we obviously have the plug. I'm not going to unwrap that, it's pretty obvious what that is. And we also have the cable right there. And what do we have here? These are, yeah, these are headphones. So they are including headphones with the HTC One. Not all phones do that now, so it's a nice little touch. There we go. HTC little earbuds. I'm not sure if I like those too much, but there they are included. So there you go, you've got the case, the headphones, obviously the plugs and the cables, but that's a little bit more than I'd actually assume you'd get in a box. I didn't assume these two would come, so a nice little touch there from HTC. But let's go ahead and boot up the phone, because I know that's what all you guys want to see, or at least let's hope it's got a bit of juice in here. Let's do it. Yeah, there's some vibration. Powered by Android, you can see that right there. We all know HTC is an Android phone, but it's telling you just in case you didn't know. Still got the LCD3 screen here, so this is one of my favorite screens on any device. It just looks fantastic. Really does feel great in the hand. This metal design, man, I just wish they'd let HTC make another Nexus device, because this thing is so sexy. It really is. It feels absolutely great in the hand here. So I believe that's where the SD card slot is. I'll just talk you through this while it's loading. The SD card slot is, I think it's right there. I'm not completely sure. You've got the volume rockers here. SIM card slot, which looks kind of huge, even though it is a nano SIM, so the smallest SIM cards. At the top, you obviously got the power button. I got the silver model. There's a few different models. I think there's the grey model, or the gunmetal grey, I think it's called. And you've also got the gold one, which I'm not sure is quite available yet. On the bottom, you do have your headphone jack and micro USB port as well. We are still waiting for it to boot. Okay, so there we go, it's finally booted up, and just to let you know if anyone's actually getting one of these, it does take about 1 to 2 minutes of solid boot time to actually initially boot. It was a little bit unnerving, but it did eventually kick in, and here we go, we can go through the start screen here, and you'll notice we now have on-screen buttons. We no longer have the capacitive keys that we had on the original HTC One. Those are no longer there. We're just going to go ahead and, can we skip this? Yes, whatever. Next. Don't actually have a SIM card in there right now, but keep going through these. Remind me later. Skip. skip. The M8. I find it interesting how they're actually calling it the M8 now, because originally it was going to be called the all-new HTC One. Now they're kind of calling it the M8, and it's kicked me straight into Blinkfeed, which you can see right here. So social networks will just go away from that because we don't really care about Blinkfeed too much. Bit of information there, and here it is. So this has now got set the Sense 6, or the 6th sense as they put it in the announcement. Really, again, the screen is just fantastic here. If you haven't seen the original HTC One screen, you won't know what I'm talking about, but the LCD 3 on this is just absolutely fantastic. Snapdragon 801, 2.3 gigahertz. So far everything is looking pretty damn snappy, as you can see here. I'm not signed into anything yet, so I can't really check it out, but here it is, guys. I'll be doing lots more on this, of course. So there you have it, guys. That's my unboxing of the all-new HTC One. Of course, there is loads more content coming for this device. I'll be testing out the boom sound. I'll be testing out that front-facing camera that's 5 megapixels, so you should be able to take some really nice selfies. And, of course, that dual camera that everyone's talking about. So, yeah, let me know what you guys want to see as well. Peace out.